So the trailer for the new Lion King movie just dropped. Sorry, the Mufasa The Lion King movie just dropped. Apparently, they're trying to make a Lion King cinematic universe. And to that I say, learn to walk before you run. Disney right now has to relearn how to produce a product that people actually want to see these days. Isn't that amazing? The last Lion King came out in 2019, and it made $1.6 billion worldwide. Essentially, it was just a shot-for-shot remake of the original. They added a female hyena, which I thought was a pretty good addition to it. I had no problems with that at all. And it, like I said, essentially was shot-for-shot. So that's why it made so much money. But now we have a Mufasa movie that we all know what's going to happen right now. We all know how this is going to go. It's going to show that Mufasa is not the great grand leader, the guy that everyone looks up to. He's probably just some useless smuck whose father was probably a piece of shit too. And I actually had a prediction like 2 years ago whenever this movie was announced. I thought this was going to be the plot of it. I thought we were going to see how Scar became a bad guy, maybe because he had a secret relationship with a zebra, and therefore his father maybe disowned him for it. So then we see that Scar isn't exactly a bad guy, but more of a misunderstood villain who was turned to evil by the plight of society's bigotry. And I had that prediction 2 years ago, and I won't be surprised if they go through with that in this movie. We're going to have to see two things in this movie. Scar becoming a bad guy and Mufasa becoming a king. And realistically, I really don't care about either. Do you honestly care about that? When you were watching the original cartoon Lion King as a child, at any point of watching that, did you ever say, yeah, I cannot wait until 20, 30 years from now when we get a prequel of how all these characters came to be? No, not even for a single second, because I don't trust Disney today. I don't think they can write a competent movie, let alone a prequel of one of the most iconic movies ever made. Do you believe that Barry Jenkins, the guy that did Moonlight, won an Oscar, but who the fuck cares about that? Who honestly tell me right now, you saw Moonlight? I don't care. Barry Jenkins is like an indie writer. So, just like the, what was her name? Zoe Chow, the woman that won an Oscar for some movie. I'm not even going to bother looking that up, though. And then the next thing she did was The Eternals, one of the worst Marvel movies of all time, and one of the most detrimental movies to the core of the MCU. Maybe we should stop letting indie people take over these big budget things with massive implications to them. Because realistically, the events of this movie are going to lead into The Lion King. So now the lore is going to be forever changed. And I don't trust that Disney is competent enough today in 2024 to make a movie that would A, be successful in the box office, and B, be respectful to the lore. Because everything today, every remake and bullshit thing like that, is trying to do two things. They're trying to reinvent the wheel and to change the history of whatever product it is. And we're seeing it from the movie industry to fucking Warhammer now. All these people want to do is just twist all these great things into their dumb bullshit ideas right now, and then they can sit back and claim racism, sexism, homophobia, whatever istophobe thing you want to go with this week of why this movie didn't do well in the box office. And it's not going to. It's not going to, guys. And that's what Bob Iger here is banging his head against the wall trying to figure out. Why are people not seeing my movies? Why are people not going to the parks? Why are people not subscribing to Disney Plus? Because we don't like you anymore, Bob. Oh, good. I just paused it right here. With original songs from Lin-Manuel Miranda. This fucking guy. You brought him back after The Little Mermaid. You brought Lin-Manuel back. Are you out of your minds? Did you guys not hear Scuttlebutt? And before The Little Mermaid came out, it was a very difficult thing to say, what was the worst Disney song of all time? Obviously, you can go with, the sequels and all the spin-offs and shit like that, and, there weren't really that many bangers out of those groups, but, original first movie, you really can't say what the worst Disney song of all time was. But now you can. The Little Mermaid, the new one, the worst soundtrack of all Disney history, and you brought this guy back. Why?
absolutely ridiculous. They are, oh God, failing upwards as usual. The motto of Disney these days. So, Christ, what do you guys think about that? Do you think the Lion King Mufasa is actually going to be good? I must say though, it looks beautiful. I'll give them that though. But I don't know if I believe in this. I don't believe in the guy that did Moonlight at all. And more importantly, I don't believe in Disney right now, though. So, what do you guys think about that? Do you think this movie is going to be an absolute success? Is this going to break the chain of Disney box office flops going on right now? Or you think it's just going to continuously go down this path? Also, what do you think about my theory about Scar being disowned by his father for being in a homosexual relationship with a zebra? Let me know what you guys think about that one.